Today I plan to explain about regular expression in Python application programming. In the previous lecture videos we are discussing about different concepts in Python application. I executed the programs for you peoples, and those who are really interested, you can install Spider environment through Anaconda Navigator IDE, and you can execute those programs. So it will be very much useful for you to understand Python in very good manner, as well as by solving the errors, whatever the errors you are identifying while executing. By solving the errors, you will become expertise in the particular programming language. So you can subscribe my channel, and you can share with your friends, and you can give comments about my videos, and if you have doubt also you can comment there. So I will really help you in this case. I will reply for those comments. So let's get into today's video. So today's video on regular expression. So regular expression, when we are starting here, we are using lot of things with use of regular expression. So I will tell you some examples. Searching a string in a paragraph. So searching a particular string in a paragraph, we are using a regular expression. Searching the starting letter and ending letter, mean by starting string and ending string in a given paragraph, whether that particular content is there or not, that is possible with use of regular expression. And splitting the email ID in form of username, domain name, and the entire email IDs we can able to list with use of regular expressions. And we can able to convert the entire content by replacing the spaces, whatever the space between each and every word, that can be replaced with special characters such as underscore, all these things. That is possible with use of regular expression. So all these things are possible. More than that also, we are having some more predefined functions in regular expressions. I am taking the major regular expression functions so that you can able to understand the way how the regular expressions work in Python application programming. So if you are really interested, start the executions by seeing the video, so that you will get good idea in this particular programming language. So let's start to the explanation part of this programs, so you can understand these programs one by one. So I will start with how to search a particular string from a given content. So from that we will start. Before going to that, I will explain what the package we have to import, and what and all the predefined methods supported by regular expressions, all these things. So we are importing the package called RE. RE mean by regular expression. R represents regular and E represents expression. Okay. So with use of this RE package, we can able to call the predefined method called search method. So search is used to search a particular content inside the given paragraph, okay, or big content. Next to that, we can able to use find all method. Find all method is used to find the given string, how many times the given string occurred, so how many times paragraph in the given paragraph, that will be identified with use of all method. Next to that, we have search method told already. Next to that, we are having split method. Split method is used to split the entire content, and it will use to display as a string wise how many strings we are having in the given paragraph. All the strings will be splitted with use of split method. Next, we are having sub method. Sub method is used to white space we are having, no. So tab space will be replaced with a special character that is used for done by sub method. The next to that, we are having further find all method. I told already. Find all method we can able to use for finding the given Gmail ID or email ID, whatever email ID we are having. In the email ID, we can able to find how many email IDs are represented, how many email IDs are listed in the given paragraph, and we can able to grab all those email IDs and we can able to display as output. So that and all possible with use of Python application program. Okay, so here we can start with import RE. So import RE is the regular expression package we are importing here. So with use of this regular expression package, we can able to use the predefined method called search. Search is our predefined method, so that we can able to use when we are importing the regular expression RE. So next to that, after importing, we are creating a variable. The variable name is content. Inside the variable, what the value we are giving? We are giving subscribe to Surya Prakash J YouTube channel. That is the content we are giving as a value to the variable content. Okay, so what we are doing next, we are just using the predefined method, that is to be search. Inside that, what the first string I want to give and what the last string I want to give, that I have to give for getting the search result. For example, I want to search from the given content, that is to be subscribe to Surya Prakash J YouTube channel is there. No, I want to search whether that particular statement is there in my content. So I am giving the first letter and the last letter and I am searching in the content. So how I am giving? So I am giving a symbol, up arrow symbol, then next to that subscribe I am giving. So subscribe is the first word, okay, it will search for, then dot asterisk I am giving. No, so in between any number of strings may be available, that I am not bothered about that. I am searching for the first string, that is subscribe, and the last string, that is to be channel. Okay, if this is available, then my search result will display regular expression search found the content. Okay, otherwise it will display the regular expression search failed to found the content. Okay, so that what my output I plan to display. So here I am just giving the first content as subscribe, then dot asterisk, that I told it may be any number of strings in between. The last string what I am giving is channel, so that is my last string, and dollar symbol I am giving. So this represents the last string what I am searching for. So my paragraph for content should start with subscribe and end with channel. Okay, so where I am searching in this particular variable. My variable is content. Okay, so in the content variable I am searching this particular first string and last string. So if that particular thing is exist in the content, it will return true, otherwise it will return false. Okay, so this particular variable I am giving in if condition. If true, then I will get this first print statement. If false, it will go to the else part and print the second statement. So that what the execution happens. So here if true, so regular expression search found the content will display it. If false, it will go to the else part and print regular expression search failed to find the content. Okay, so let's execute this code and see get the output for this code. I am executing this code. You can able to see the regular expression search found the content because my first word and last word is available in the content, so that it's showing the output as regular expression search found the content. Okay, I will change this search and let's see what will happen here. I am searching apple, and the I am searching my first statement as apple and my last statement is orange. So this is the thing I am plan to search, but this particular content is not there. So what happens? It will go the result as false. So false, I will get the else part. Regular expression search fails to find the content. Like that, it will display the output. So I am executing this code and let's see the output for this. You can able to see the output here. The regular expression search failed to find the content. Like that, will display the output. So I hope you understand how the search is happening in the regular expression. If I am giving the content that is available in the content, so it will give the positive result. If I am giving something else that is not available as a string in the content, then I will get a negative result. So this is what the first program execution. Let's go for the second program. So a second program, what I am doing is I plan to find a given string, how many times the given string is there in the particular given content. So it will display, if it is 2 times, it will display 2 times as output. Mean by subscribe will display. Okay, so the content will be displayed. How many times I am having the string in the entire content, that count will be displayed. Count in sense the string, the name of the string will be displayed. Okay, so here what I am giving, I am just making the regular expression import RE. So every time I am importing here for understanding purpose. In your program you can import for a single time and you can execute the program. I am importing for understanding purpose. So here content equal to subscribe to Surya Prakash J YouTube channel, subscribe, share, support and subscribe. That is share, support, subscribe, share, support. That is the thing I want to, I am making a content. So next to that, what I am doing, I am just using find all method. Find all is a predefined method in regular expression. So here I am trying to find subscribe. So I am trying to find subscribe. So what happens when I am trying to find, it will just try to find the occurrence of subscribe. So here how many times subscribe occurs? It occurs in the first and then it occurs before last. So 2 times subscribe occurs. So it will display subscribe for 2 times and end up the program. So let's execute this program. So I am finding the subscribe in content. So content is the variable, there I am having the entire string. Okay, so let's execute this code. So I can able to see it displays subscribe for 2 times because I am having subscribe for 2 times. So that is displayed as output here. Okay, so this what we can able to get as output in our program. Okay, so every time whenever you are using regular expression will use to identify the string in efficient manner. Okay, the search of regular expression is very efficient, so you can able to do the search in efficient manner. Okay, so that what the major benefit of regular expression, and it's a beauty of regular expression. Okay, so next to that we are moving to the third program. So third program what we are having, we are just having a regular expression and it will just identify the white space. So where we are giving the tab space, that tab space position will be displayed as output. Okay, so in the given string where we are getting the white space, so /s represents the white space. White space mean by the space, tab space where we are having. So let's see the output for this particular program and I will explain this. So I am executing the program. So after execution I will explain. So see, it's showing the position as 9. So the first white space character is located in position number 9. So how it's showing the position number 9? So here it's starting from 0, S is 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The letter E is 8. Then the next position what I am putting in the blue, that is 9th position. So 9th position it's displaying as output here because we are identifying the white space from the given content. So /s represents the white space. So in the given content it will search for the white space. So here in the 9th position we are identifying the white space, so that result dot start we are giving. So result dot start will display the white space in the 9th position. Okay, one more thing you have to identify, search is a predefined method and start is a predefined method. Search is used to search the given white space in the given content, and result dot start we are giving, no, it will identify in which position it's starting, which position the white space is starting. It's starting at the 9th position, so that it's displaying 9th position. Okay, so that what we are getting from this particular code. Okay, so first code we are searching the starting letter and ending letter. Second code we are searching how many times the given string is occurred, occurrence of given string. The third one we are identifying the position of white space, that is meant by tab space. Okay, so fourth code, let's see what we are getting in the fourth code. So we are splitting the content with use of split method. Previous method we are using search method. This method is said to be split method. We are splitting each and every strings in the given content, so that it will be splitted wherever it finding the tab space. So that particular string will be splitted. So we are getting entire strings as a splitted output. Okay, So for this also I am importing the RE, and I am giving a content. Subscribe to Surya Prakash J YouTube channel, subscribe, share, support. That is the content. So inside that I am just giving /s, and what I am giving is split. So split method will split the entire content and display that output. Let's see the output for this particular program. You will get the output. So see this, it will split the entire content. Subscribe, comma, to, comma, Surya, comma, Prakash, comma, J, comma, YouTube, comma, channel, comma, subscribe, comma, share, comma, support. So all things will be splitted with comma as a delimiter. So here comma, wherever we are having tab space, there it will split the string with comma. So here we are having a list of output with all the strings in the content. Okay. So I hope you understood the split method in regular expression. Now let's move for the next one. This is a beauty here. So in this particular program, what we are seeing here, wherever we are identifying white space, as I told, tab space, it will replace with a special character. So here sub is a predefined method that is used to substitute the special character in the white space. Okay, sub method is mean by substituting the white space, the special character in the white space. So white space mean by tab space. Okay, so what I am doing here, subscribe to Surya Prakash J YouTube channel, subscribe, share, support is the content. So in this content I am just giving underscore, I am just giving sub method re.sub /s, comma, underscore, comma, content I am giving. So underscore I am giving, no. So wherever subscribe underscore, to underscore, Surya Prakash underscore, J underscore, YouTube underscore, channel underscore, subscribe underscore, share underscore, support. So this wherever we are having white space, that is mean by tab space, all the place will be replaced by, all the white space place will be replaced by underscore. Okay, so we will get the results like that, what I told previously. So now I will execute this code and see the output. So you can able to see the output here. So here we will get the tab space, wherever you are seeing the tab space, all the tab space will be replaced with underscore. So you can able to see the entire output, all the tab space we are replaced with underscore. Okay, so this was the work done by sub method. Sub mean by, as I told, substituting special character to a white space. Okay, let's move for the next code. Here we can control how many places, how many strings I have to put underscore. So first five strings I have to put underscore, remaining it should be normal, whatever it may be. So here first 5 I have to put underscore, then remaining will be comma cities. So that I am giving as 5 here. So I am giving the same thing, I am using sub method and I am giving underscore here, and in content implemented in content variable, and I am giving 5. So let's see this program, let's execute this program and see the output. So here subscribe underscore to underscore Surya underscore Prakash underscore J underscore. So totally 5 times the underscore will come, remaining all will be comma cities. So the underscore will be happened for 5 times, remaining strings will become as it is. So that what the program output. Okay, next to this we will move for the next program that is used to split the email ID. Then next to that we will retrieve the username from the email ID, and then we will retrieve the host name from the email ID. For example, suryaprakashj@mail.com, this is the email ID, so that will be displayed at first. Next to that, the username suryaprakashj will be displayed as the output when I am retrieving the username. Next to that, host name, and I am giving mail.com will become as host name. So these are the different level of split up we can able to get with use of regular expression method called group method. Okay, next one, with use of search method I can able to search only the mail IDs in the given content. So the content is regarding your queries, mail me suryaprakashj@mail.com. This is the content I am storing in the variable named content. Okay, so what I am doing in the predefined method search, so I am giving r, so w dot minus plus w dot minus plus. So I am having a set of string here, that is mean by the username content will come here. Next to that, in mid of the content I am having @ symbol, and next to that I'm having a content which contains dot operator. So I'm having a string content, in between I'm having a @ symbol. So that what search I plan to give in the content variable. So when this particular string is available in the content variable, that will be taken by result, and in the result I am splitting the entire email ID and username and host name with use of group method. Okay, group is a predefined method. So what I am doing here, result, I am just checking if the results exists. So result dot group I am giving. So here the first group, what is the first group? The entire email ID will be displayed as the output here. So group 1, if I am giving, from the email ID it will fetch only the username, that is said to be Surya Prakash J, and if I am giving group 2, it will fetch the second part of the email ID after @ symbol. What is the second part of the thing? That is said to be host name, mail.com. Okay, so group will having the entire email ID. Group 1 will be the first part of the email ID before @ and group 2 will be the second part of the email ID, that is after @. So that will be displayed as output here. So let's execute this code and see the output for this code. So here I am executing this code. So what happens? First of all, it displaying the entire email ID, that is said to be suryaprakashji@gmail.com. Then next to that, the username from the email ID, I am displaying the username, that is said to be Surya Prakash J, and display the host name. So mail.com is the host name, that is displayed as output. Okay, so I hope you understand how to retrieve the email ID from the given content, as well as how to display only the username, as well as how to display only the host name. So this and all understanding you got from this explanation. Next we will go more for the next program. So in this program, what we are doing, we are having a number of email IDs in our content. For example, I am having 5 to 6 email IDs. I want to list out only the email IDs as output in my program. How I will do that? So here I am having the content. No, regarding your queries, mail me. I am giving 3 different mail IDs. First mail ID is surya@mail.com. Second mail ID is prakash@mail.com, and third mail ID is selva@mail.com, and fourth mail ID is manu@mail.com, and fifth mail ID is riddhu@mail.com. So these and all the mail IDs I am having. So these mail IDs I want to display as output. Remaining content will be discarded. Only the mail IDs will be fetched, and that mail IDs will be displayed as output. So for that, what I am giving as a search in find all mean by find all the mail IDs. So whatever the content we are having, if it is a big paragraph or a big essay, in that essay we are identifying only the email IDs, and we are listing out the email IDs with use of regular expression. Okay, so what is my first search? I am searching a content before @ and after the @ I am having a content. If this particular structure is available in the content variable, I am retrieving that all the email IDs one by one. The emails will having all the email IDs. In that, from the email ID, I am using a for loop, and I am retrieving one by one, and I am displaying as output. Okay, so just I will execute this code so that you can able to understand how the email IDs will be retrieved. So you can able to see the output. So I am displaying all the email IDs as output. So first one is surya@mail.com, and second one is prakash@mail.com, third one is selva@mail.com, and fourth one is manu@mail.com, and fifth one is riddhu@gmail.com. So these are the mail IDs I am having. So that mail IDs retrieved and displayed as output through my for loop with use of find all predefined method. Okay, so next to this, what we are having, the last code. Here in the last code, what I try to tell, in the last code I am having a list of things I want to show. So here in the last code we are having a content. YouTube is a content that I plan to search from the given string. So my given string is subscribe to Surya Prakash J YouTube channel. So what is the starting index of the particular string, and what is the ending index of the particular string, and that two positions will be converted in the form of tuples, and that will be displayed. So to explain this, I will remove this quotes because it's not visible properly. Now I am just importing RE I am giving, so that we can able to use RE in the entire program. So you can see this particular code RE I am giving. So re.compile I am giving YouTube, re.ignore case. YouTube may be occur anywhere in the particular content. It will identify the starting letter and the ending letter, mean by which position it starts and which position it ends. That will be identified and that will be displayed. Along with that, we are creating a tuple with use of tuple with use of the starting position and the ending position. Okay, let's execute this code and see the output. So here 30th position, the starting of the content is 30th position and the ending of the content index is 37. So 30 is the starting and the ending is the 37. Okay, so let's count whether it is correct or not. So 30 they are telling no. So here it's starting with 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 9th position, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, then this is 19, 20 is P, 21 is R, 22 is A, 23 is K, 24, 25, 26, 27 is blank space, 28 is J, okay, 29 is the blank space, 30 is Y. So Y start in 30th position, 31 is O, 32 is U, 33 is T, 34 is U, 35 is B, 36 is E. Okay, E is 36th position, so 37th position that will be ended. So Y will be starting in 30th position and it's ended before 37th position. So that what the tuple created. So starting and ending position we are creating a tuple with use of the starting index and ending index. The span method is a predefined method, is used to identify the starting and ending position and create a tuple. And we are having 5 predefined methods involved in this particular program. Compile method, what particular string has to be identified, whether it has to be identified in ignore case. Okay, next to that we are just using search method. Search method is used to search the given particular content in the entire paragraph. Third one, start, where the particular string is started, that we are identifying with use of start method. Next one is end method. So end is used to identify where it is ending. Next to that, span method. Span method is used to identify the starting and ending position of the string and it will create a tuple. So this is what the program we are having. Okay, so in this content I am happy to ending up this video. So I explained all the parts. So we started with how to search a starting string and ending string in a given paragraph, that is with use of search method that we done. And the second program we used a find all method to identify how many times the given string occurred. So it will display if it is occurred for 3 times the string will be displayed. And third one, we are just having the white space, where the white space started, mean by the tab space started in the given paragraph, that also we identified. Next to that, how to split the entire paragraph in the form of strings, that also we used with use of split method. And next to that we identified the substitute method, that is mean by sub method, replacing the tab space with use of underscore, that also we done. And next to that we got how many times the underscore has to be replaced in a given paragraph, whether the entire paragraph has to be replaced, wherever we are having tab space that has to be replaced with underscore, or only for the 5 tab space I have to replace that. That we are doing with the particular code that is used for replace the tab space with use of underscore for how many times, that we are giving us 5. So 5 underscores will be. Next to that we are identifying the starting point of the searching string and the ending point of searching string, and with use of starting and ending point we are creating a tuple. Okay, so I hope I am making you understand this particular regular expression concept. I'm very happy to teach you. Thank you very much. Support, subscribe and share. Thank you viewers.